What's up, Taiwan? I'm Erika Liu with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's labor minister is under fire after making racially charged comments about migrant workers Taiwan plans to bring from India. In a recent televised appearance, Labor Minister Xu Ming-chun discussed an agreement signed earlier this month, allowing Indian migrant workers to come to Taiwan. She pointed to racial and cultural characteristics as part of the government's reasoning for targeting workers from Northeast India.
我们其实外交部有帮我们评估了哈，我们可能一开始会先引进东北、印度东北那边的哈，因为第一个不管在肤色、饮食习惯哈，都跟我们比较相近。再来，那边大部分都基督教，哈，然后不管在这个制造、营造或农业方面，都是他们擅长的强项。
To learn more about how Taiwan's Indian community is responding to these comments, reporter Chris Gorin spoke with Dr. Priya Perswani, a translator and consultant based in Taipei.
So, first of all, what has been the reaction to the labor minister's comments among the Indian community in Taiwan?
A little bit surprised, slightly shocked. It was not expected. So we kind of knew that that might be the area where Taiwan would prefer to get workers from, the migrant workers, but we didn't expect it to be said in such plain terms. That's something that tends to happen in Taiwan. I think people are not as sensitive to what is politically correct, to these kind of issues that are internationally getting a lot of attention these days. And because in the past few months, there have been some negative comments about the whole migrant worker MOU that's happening between India and Taiwan. And there have been some voices in Taiwan society saying that, oh, it's going to cause problem because they look different and they eat different and because of language and so on. So I think her statement was kind of like in response to that line of questioning.
You've been living in Taiwan for 37 years now, and it seems like you have a good sense of what the mood is like in Taiwan. From your perspective, have Taiwanese people also been reacting with the same kind of shock to this story that the Indian community has?
Like I said, these kind of comments are fairly common in society here. Like people are named Xiao Bai, Xiao Hei. It's a common thing to casually refer to someone's skin color. So it's not taken so much as a racist remark here, I feel. So I think the response among the Taiwanese, like the locals, hasn't been, it's no big deal. Like she was just answering questions that she was asked. But the response among foreigners in Taiwan is actually more at a higher level than among the local Taiwanese.
Is there some context that an international audience should understand that would make the minister's comments seem less discriminatory than they appear to be on the surface?
I think it was an innocent remark from her. I don't feel that she meant any harm or she meant to be racist or discriminatory. It might be because of certain concerns that have been raised among the Taiwanese public due to like worries that they have about Indian migrant workers coming to Taiwan. And that might be the reason why she brought this issue up. On the Taiwanese side, I feel that generally Taiwanese society needs to be more inclusive and open-minded about migrant workers in general, not just those from India, but wherever they come from.
That was reporter Chris Gorin speaking to translator and consultant Priya Perswani. A group of Estonian lawmakers is in Taiwan on a 5-day visit. Estonia is one of several European countries that's grown friendly with Taiwan in recent years, even though it doesn't officially recognize Taipei. The country's health minister has backed Taiwan's inclusion in the World Health Assembly. That's the annual WHO meeting that excludes Taiwan due to China pressure. And Taiwan's Foreign Minister Joseph Wu gave a speech in Estonia last year. The 5-member delegation kicked off their visit Monday, meeting with the Speaker of Taiwan's legislature, Han Kuo-yu. Han said he has big hopes for the future of Taiwan-Estonia ties.
我想未来在数位发展方面，还有各种贸易啊、文化各种交流方面，爱沙尼亚跟台湾有更多合作的空间。
Taiwan Stock Exchange hit a new high on Monday. The TAIEX weighted index closed at 19,305 points, up almost 2% from Friday. The surge was led by Taiwanese chip giant TSMC with a 4.5% increase in stock price. TSMC shares hit a record high at over $22.80. This was driven by the tech world's growing demand for AI technology. Japanese stocks also saw a new record, with the Nikkei rising above 40,000 points for the first time. Rent in Taiwan is going up, but the average size of housing units is getting smaller. It's just the latest example of the cost of living crisis in the country. Tiffany Wong has the story.
Looking for a place to stay. It's a tough decision for the 3 million people in Taiwan who rent, especially as the cost of living increases. New government statistics show that the 2023 rental index reached a record high of 103.5, meaning that the financial burden for renters is increasing. Renters say they feel that burden already.
当然是越小间的就是涨越多，超过50%的，亲朋好友是说快负担不起。
我们的房东没涨啊，但是我有一直在看啊，是真的涨蛮多的，大概涨了我觉得两三成有。
Not only that, but the average size of rentals has also decreased as housing in popular districts becomes harder to come by. Now, property experts say that these smaller dwellings will become more popular as housing agencies try to accommodate the demand, but will also drive up prices.
在未来，因为租金不断往上走的关系，因为这种小面积的产品可能会越来越受欢迎，那但是租屋族的生活空间也就会被压缩。
Now, as the government cracks down on illegal rentals, more landlords may not be able to evade rental taxes anymore, and those burdens might also fall on renters to bear the brunt of the costs. And with rentals trending smaller, tenants will be getting less bang for their buck. Patrick Chen and Tiffany Wong for TaiwanPlus.
Taipei Dome continues to face scrutiny after spectators were faced with roof leaks and broken escalators over the weekend. A record-breaking 60,000 people filled the venue for baseball games on Saturday and Sunday. Many of them reported leaking roofs and problems with the stadium's escalators. Taipei Dome has been criticized for various structural issues since it opened in November. This has led to calls for an investigation into its builder and operator, Far Glory Group. Taipei Mayor Jiang Wan'an addressed the problems.
台北大巨蛋它是一个 BOT 案，那远雄已经在进行后续的营运以及售票的活动。那台北市政府的角色就会持续的给予各项的协助，并且监督，而且会要求未来活动主办方以及远雄要落实事前的各项准备工作。
In badminton, Taiwan has won the men's doubles at the German Open. Li Zhehui and Yang Boxuan beat China's Ren Xiangyu and He Jiting in a nail-biting best-of-3 final on Sunday. After a game apiece, the Chinese pair took an early lead in the third game, but the Taiwanese duo came from behind to take the decider 23-21. It's Li's and Yang's first tournament win of the season. They play next at the French Open that starts on Tuesday. Marine authorities have identified one more critically endangered Taiwanese white dolphin. The Ocean Affairs Council says a young adult dolphin was one of 29 Taiwanese white dolphins that were sighted last year, out of an estimated population of 50. Taiwanese white dolphins live in shallow waters within 5 kilometers of the shore. This means they often get tangled up in fishing gear and are affected by coastal pollution. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Before we go, take a look at the annual Pride Parade in Cape Town, celebrating 30 years since South Africa decriminalized homosexuality. I'm Erika Liu. Take care and see you next time.